Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening PC port. Today we're going to be doing the Face Shrine. You might notice that I have a slightly different rupee count from the last episode, and that's because I actually had to replay what was done in the last part, so hooray. Anyway, so this is the Face Shrine. This is going to be the 6th dungeon of the game, and is genuinely a fantastic dungeon. Like, the theming of this place is on point. The dungeon itself is mechanically interesting. It's just got a lot that you have to think about. But we also have to deal with Wizzrobes. This is our first time seeing them in this game. To deal with them, just stun them with a boomerang, and it'll take 4 arrow shots to kill them from there. So if I can kill this guy in time, there we go, and we can get this chest. That'll get us the dungeon map. So what we need to do here is essentially take on the entire left half of the dungeon, and then we're going to take on the right half of the dungeon. So it's just kind of split into 2 pretty even parts. Go on ahead, grab the compass here, and I think right here the switch is fine as it is. No, it's not. Okay. So you have to adjust this switch here based on this part over here, because there's going to be a small key we need to get, and this is vital to progressing the dungeon. But yeah, like I was trying to say, this place is just... Oh, so you can kill those guys with the boomerang, and it does give you a parry. Cool. So yeah, now that we know the truth about Koholint, we have this kind of end-of-the-world feeling dungeon. The remake does an even better job at the feeling of this place than this version does, if you ask me. It's one part where I think the remake is just outright better than the original game, and I don't feel that way about many parts of the remakes, so that they did a genuinely brilliant job with that. Let's go back over this way though. Now that we have all this stuff and this key, we can actually head this way and make our way towards the dungeon item. We need to take care of a few Zols before we can get all the way to it, but once you've done that, we can head on in here to this 2D room and just not take too much damage. And I forgot about that, so let me go hit a switch and I'll be right back. Okay, that's one thing that can be really annoying about this dungeon, is just that there's a few spots where you go a pretty long distance and then the game's like, oh, you actually need to have the switches flipped the other way, which can be really frustrating. That can be even more frustrating though in the 8th dungeon, which, I mean, we'll get to here soon enough. But yeah, taking out those Wizzrobes and that mini Moldorm will get us a more powerful power bracelet, so we can actually lift these Tusk statues now. I think you can get a fairy out of this if you need it, so we'll take advantage of that, please. There we go. But yeah, this place is so fun to me. Oh yeah, so this is the first part of this I'm recording in over a week now, I think. I'm recording a lot of these in advance. In fact, I'm gonna have a lot of my stuff done pretty far in advance for a little while, just because the I want to have a lot of stuff done by the time school's going again, because junior year is pretty rough, surprisingly. Who would have thought? But yeah, I just finished up a semester, you know, a couple weeks ago, and linear algebra kind of kicked my butt all semester, but I'm still going forward at least, so but I want to still put out stuff, but I also don't want to you know, complicate things with school, so this is kind of my solution, is I'm just gonna have fun doing this over the winter break. But come up here, we can get 100 rupees, and I came all this way so that I could show this chest. This would be a secret seashell had you not already gotten the sword upgrade. So I figured I would show that, and I forgot to actually equip the ocarina. So now we can go on ahead and do the right half of the dungeon. There's nothing else on the entire left half, so we're done there. We just have to do this side. But yeah, I pretty much had a... I didn't have strep throat, but I just had some sort of virus or something. It wasn't like COVID or the flu or something. Like the doctor was like, yeah, it'll be fine in a couple days. Just go home and rest up. I'm like, okay. It's been a couple days since then, and I'm just today I was like, I really want to at least get some more of this done. So that's what I'm doing. I have really been wanting to continue recording these because I have so much fun playing Link's Awakening. I just love this game. Although while I've been sick, I personally played all the way through Ocarina of Time once again, but on the Ship of Harkinian version, which is the PC port. The best way to play Ocarina of Time now. I grew up with the 3DS version, and I still prefer the graphics of the 3DS version, but someone's making a texture pack to basically port that over, and I still wouldn't completely recommend it if you're playing on something like a 4K display, but it is looking really good so far, and I can't wait to see what updates are made to it, because I think that'll be the pack that I use to play the game. If you have the Switch down here, by the way, you can get this chest. That'll be another Tracy medicine, so you can get one in the dungeons from here on out, but I'm not going to get that chest. I'm not going to go on my way to get it, just because I don't really think there's a point in showing it, so... But... yeah, with Ocarina of Time, I kind of started, I was like, I'm just gonna kind of play through it, and just enjoy the port, and I ended up getting all the heart containers without thinking about it, and I pretty much just didn't get the Poe bottle, and the, all the Skulltulas. This right here, I think he's called Rover. Just throw the ball at him and he'll die, and that's our mini-boss. Then we can progress the dungeon by doing this. If you walk up here, it'll take you 3 screens down. But we don't need to worry about that, because we know exactly where we're heading. Right. We just have to deal with the tiles in this room. But, yeah, I had a lot of fun playing Ocarina of Time. It was the first time I had actually finished the game in a couple years, and I'm now just eagerly awaiting, Majora's Mask to get a PC port. Although, last night, I actually looked at the Zelda Decompilation website, and we actually need to go up here, and Minish Cap has been decompiled, apparently, which is crazy. I really hope someone makes a PC port for it sometime soon, because I love Minish Cap. It's fantastic. You should play it if you haven't. Great game. Did I do this right? No. I always forget how to do these. In fact, I was kind of taken aback when I looked at them at first in this version, because they work just entirely differently in the remake. What am I doing wrong? Do I need to be up here? Okay, there we go. I guess that worked. Yeah, we can head down here. This will take us to where we really need to get to. But no, that was fun to do while I was sick, and now I can have fun playing the Link's Awakening PC ports, which I actually started to look at the source code a little bit as well while I was sick, and I honestly have no idea if I can do it. I haven't really tried to program on top of open source game projects before, but I was kind of looking into maybe seeing how some things that I've noticed were missing from this port might be added in. So I was looking at stuff like the dogs code. Is this right? Nope. just to see if I could add in stuff like killing them with the magic powder. But okay, I guess that worked. And essentially it seems there's a couple different states for the dog, which, you know, makes sense that a lot of stuff would work with states. The hard part was just, I don't know where all the states for the dog are made. Still quite congested. So I don't know how to like add a new state to make it to where he's dying or something. But maybe I'm also completely wrong, and I'm just an idiot who doesn't know what they're talking about. But I also don't really have too much of a grasp on the source code at all, so I'd have to look into it a lot more to figure it out. But the game's written in C#, which I also haven't really spent much time with C#, although I do know Java, and they're like, they look about the same. But really, if it shouldn't matter. If you know how to program in one object-oriented language, then you can program in pretty much any. It's all about learning syntax. I need to head... I'm trying to remember where I need to go from here. I think it's actually better to just use Mambo's Mambo instead of fighting these guys. But yeah, I'll be really curious to look into it a bit more, and also just really curious to see what people start to develop for this port, because sure, Nintendo DMCA takedowned it off itch and whatever, but once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. You'll still be able to find this port somewhere. Where that is, I don't know. I also can't really, you know, say, but I know people are still finding this out there, so that's always gonna be good, because this is like even with the like slight things that are missing, like I said, they're so slight that most people aren't gonna care anyways. I would already say this is just the best version of Link's Awakening overall, so people should pay attention to it. It's great. I got to the end of this dungeon a lot faster than I thought I would. I didn't really talk about the dungeon too much. I just kind of started speedrunning through, but yeah, the dungeon items aren't really used too much. But the boss here is going to be Facade. Going ahead and just put down a bunch of bombs. Hey dummy, need a hint? My weak point is... Whoops, there I go, talking too much again. Yeah, if you just start like planting down bombs, you should be able to get a lot of hits off on him. But I think you can only really get one hit at a time. But the first phase ends once all this stuff is finally out of the way, and then he'll start making the floor disappear. But one or two explosions after that and he'll die. Like, this boss is pretty simple. I think that's it. Yep. Okay, listen up. If the Windfish wakes up, everything on this island will be gone forever. And I do mean everything. There we go. There is our next heart container. So yeah, Space Shrine, pretty cool. Love this place. It's great. You've got the Coral Triangle. I got to talk about, you know, random things that are going on, which is fun. Also, going back to the Minish Cap thing, I actually haven't seen too many people talk about it yet. I think it's just something that not really anyone knows about quite yet. Although by the time this video goes up, which will be probably a while from when I'm recording it, I'm sure someone will have made something to where more people know about it. Hoot, the many monsters of this island fear that the Windfish is about to awaken. The monster's power is real. They may conquer the island and destroy their foes. That day may come soon. Now go to the mountain tower, fly like a bird, hoot hoot. So, that is interesting. But yeah, we need to go now to the mountains, so Tall Tall Heights, and figure out how to get to the next dungeon, which we're not going to do that today. That's going to be something for next time, although what I will do real fast is actually go back to Mabe Village, because that's where we're going to be continuing our journey. though, I do want to head down here before I end this. Go ahead and jump into here. And yeah, that's... which we're going to be continuing from around here anyway next time, so this is a good area for me to be able to save and quit. So yeah, that's going to do it for today. I will see you guys next time, where we'll take on, or not take on, but make our way to Dungeon 7. Bye-bye.